Okay, the setup on this video is we are riding the Mckeesport bridge over to Mckeesport. Then we're gonna go across the river and we're gonna ride up to the Montour Trail in Clairton, Pennsylvania. So a lot of people wonder how to navigate this trail. So I appreciate you watching and enjoy the video. It's gonna be a long day. So today I'm making a video. Look how beautiful this bridge is. Yep. It's the Monongahela River. We're gonna go way up there. It's probably 5 or 6 miles or more to the Montour Trail. And also, if you're coming down, sometimes people, when they're going across America, they'll come down the Allegheny Passage and then they'll get on the Montour Trail to travel. They'll go on the Montour to the Panhandle, go to Weirton, go across the Ohio River there over into Steubenville to go across America. So we're gonna make videos today showing people how to go to do this stuff, you know, without having to follow their map or trying to figure it out, because there's not enough signs. There's no doubt about that. What a beautiful bridge. I mean, it's just so pleasant to come out here and ride this bridge and ride these bicycle trails. Even though to get to the Montour Trail, there isn't nothing glamorous about it, because we're going to be riding on the road when we get over there. All right. Hi. Hey there, young man. Now, used to down here, like we're in Mckeesport now, but right down here used to be a real rough section of road. So you'd come flying down this hill, and man, when you hit this part right here, it was so rutted and messed up, it would just about wipe you out for good. So thank you to whoever repaired that. All right, we got a little bit of a headwind now, which isn't bothering me because it's hot. It's Sunday. I think it might be August 9th or 10th. I'm not real sure. It's one of those days. I know NASCAR, hey, I know NASCAR is at Watkins Glen's today, so hey. That kind of narrows it down. If you like to watch NASCAR. I do like to watch the Watkins Glen race, but I'll be watching highlights today because I'd rather be out here riding on the trails and making videos. All right. Yeah, I don't know any of the historical stuff. We're gonna go by some abandoned factories up here, some big ones. And I don't know their stories or anything. I just know we're going to see abandoned buildings. That's right. And it's so nice to be out here today. Yeah, let's see, what time is it? It is 11:35. That's pretty cool. Yeah, right now we are on the Allegheny Passage. We started over there past the Monongahela Bridge between there and Kennywood, and we are learning how to get to the Montour Trail right now. That's where we're headed to. I'm not a fan of big bumps. I don't know if, hey there, howdy. I don't know if I should go fast. I don't know if hitting these big bumps would feel better fast or slow. I just don't know. But, you know, 12, 13 mile an hour, I'm enjoying myself at this speed. Just seems like I'm enjoying, you know, it seems like when I ride 17, 18 mile an hour, you know, I'm paying a whole lot more attention to what I'm doing as far as riding. But it seems like at 11, 12, 13, I'm looking around and enjoying myself more. But I know that if I started riding from Cumberland, Maryland on the Allegheny Passage, it wouldn't be long until I'd be running wide open, I'm sure. I just have a problem with slowing down and enjoying myself. When I went to Ragbri, I rode 18 mile an hour down the hills, up the hills, against that heavy wind. Hey there, young man. All right. Yeah, getting through Mckeesport, you know, it's not that easy. It's not hard to do, but if you watch this video, it'll be a lot easier to do. Hey there. It'll be a lot easier to do. Yeah, we just want to go straight right up here, and then we're going to turn right as soon as we go over these bumpy railroad tracks. All right. And it's very well marked. And also here comes a couple of riders. So we're going to turn right where they're at. Hey there. And we're going to go slow over these bumps. Because you see there's some big old trail signs right there. I like that. It's also really cool right here. There ain't no sun getting through all this building and stuff. That's for sure. Stop ahead. Okay. Now up here on the other side of the stop sign, there's some kind, I don't know what that statue there is for. But there is a military memorial up here. And you can't see nothing from the back. So normally you would just go straight over there to that Chevy truck. But we're gonna go around this monument right here, so you can see the front side of it. So normally you just go straight right over there to that pickup truck, but we're just gonna ride around this monument so we can take a look, because it's really neat from the other side. Look at that, isn't that cool? It's a Blue Star Memorial tribute to the armed forces that had defended the United States of America. So that means all forces. So we're going to turn right back over here so we can get back on the trail. See, they're all pretty cool. All right, so we came up from that way and we come up to this truck. But if you want to go the Montour Trail, there's nothing telling you how to do it. So you have to turn left right here, go behind this memorial, or go the way I did. And you have to get out here on the road. So to get on the Montour Trail, we have to go over this bridge right here. So we are going, there is a little opening right here. So we're going to get on the sidewalk and we're going to ride across this bridge. Now, if you want to stay on the Allegheny Pass, you go down there to where that yellow bicycle sign is and you turn left and go underneath this bridge. But we're going to the Montour Trail. See, that says the Still Valley Trail right there, and I don't know what that is. But there, somewhere there is a Montour Trail sign, but there's no Montour Trail sign, you know, to begin with that I'm aware of. You just have to go this way. And if you meet other bikers and stuff right here, I guess you have to stop and wait. It's really tight. But man, you don't want to get over there with that traffic because that traffic's mean. And you're gonna have to ride with that traffic here in a little bit. But so a lot of people like to do the Montour Trail loop, which is 82 miles. So no matter where you get on the Montour Trail at or where you start at, it's about 82 miles. So you're just gonna, so basically, if you start at McDonald, Pennsylvania, you ride up about a half a mile on the Panhandle Trail, and then, see, look, then when you get over the bridge, there's a Montour Trail sign. And then once you go down this right here, down this sidewalk. So if you start at McDonald, you go up to about a half a mile west and get on the Montour Trail. And that's about the halfway point. And if you go towards Coraopolis, because after you climb one long hill, it's about 12 miles downhill to Coraopolis. Then you get on like Neville Island, and you ride that down to McKees Rock Bridge. I think it's McKees Rock, it's something rock. And then you can either go straight and don't go over that bridge, or the trail takes you over the bridge. So we're gonna turn right here. There was a sign that said turn right here to stay on the Montour Trail, to get on the Montour. We're not on the Montour Trail. We're trying to get to the Montour Trail. So, and what I was saying is, then you get, you know, after you go over that McKees Rock Bridge or whatever, I mean, it's a rock something city. And then you get like on the river trail and it takes you downtown and you go across a bridge to the Pittsburgh Point over there. All right, there's a Montour sign. What I don't like is there's no sign over there in Mckeesport to tell you which way to go. Like, you're all on your own, you know, unless you just know to go across that bridge. But anyway, I probably shouldn't have took you and showed you that monument, but I just like it. Then you, when you leave the point, you're on the Allegheny Pass. Then when you get to Mckeesport, like we started out today on the other side of that bridge, because we're wanting to find the Montour Trail, you know, going through Mckeesport. And there's a sign there that says the Still Valley. Hey there. Still Valley Trail. It's not easy to find. I've heard people, know of people that they get up here to Mckeesport and they got lost, and you know, and they were trying to find how to find the Montour Trail, and it's still not easy to find. Once you got to go over another bridge over here, and you have to turn right to go left. And then it's still a long way to the Montour Trails, what that sign says. So we'll just go that way. Ooh, look at that old house. Man, that thing is so cool. It was probably built like in 1851. I'm not kidding. Yeah, and then you ride up through here, and that blue bridge over there, we're gonna cross it, if you can see it. And so then you get over, then when you finally do get to the Montour Trail, how y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
I've been eating a lot. That's only the beginning, because when you get on the Montour Trail and you go so far on it, it turns into highway. All right, so we're at a sign right here at Rodage Bridge. There's Montour Trail right there. We're going to turn left at Roanoke. No, not Rodage, Roanoke Street. I think if you go down there, it dead ends. So basically, they're taking you on a loop to keep you off the road. But you don't have to come this way at all. When you go across that bridge, just don't get on the sidewalk. Just ride on the bridge, and you can ride on the road all the way up to this blue bridge we're going to. So we're making a right on Pacific. See, we're to the Montour Trail, so we're getting on here. I've never been right here in my whole life, so I don't know exactly what's happening here, but we'll find out. Weight limit 30 tons. Well, I do weigh like 350 pounds. A bike weighs like 65 pounds. So I think we'll be all right. Yep, this is pretty doggone steep right here. There's that blue bridge we're gonna go across. It's a big one too. I bet you locals around here absolutely hate bicycles, would be my guess. There'd be a good place to stop and buy a drink. I'm gonna get out of this guy's way. So I don't know if we want to. I can see down here. I'm telling you, this road is mean. Some mean drivers on that road right there. So we're going to get on that sidewalk up here. So I see a little opening down here. Get over. So there's no sign to tell you to get on this bridge. Man, man, they're buying scrap today. Isn't that cool? So, yeah, like I said, there's no sign saying, hey, to get to the Montour Trail or whatever. Get on this sidewalk and go across this bridge. Now, you know, if you got your Garmin, I have a Garmin, but I don't have a hook. But people even get confused with a Garmin because it can't make up your mind whether it wants to take you down that street or whatever. I've drove by here before and I see people looking at their phones and stuff, you know, they're trying to figure out what to do. Well, this is gonna be nice. I've only drove across this bridge. I have never rode across. I have to say this is pretty nice. Yes, it is. It's kind of scary looking down there. I'd like to look down there more, but I really just want to concentrate on what I'm doing. And it's a nice little uphill ride right here. Unless you're Greg LeMond or Lance Armstrong, you know, you're not going to just... I think there's a sidewalk on the other side too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm actually just concentrating right now. Because when you look to the right, man, that's a long drop. Whew. I wish I knew the name of this bridge and the road number it was. It is. So I'm probably gonna make a video, throw a video in there of just crossing this bridge, not us just trying to find the Montour trail. Now, if I remember right, that road down there to the right, down there, I think that's the road we're going to take to the Montour Trail. So we're going to ride up here and turn right, like on the first road, and then we're going to go downhill to get on that road that's going right underneath us right now. Must be an airport over here. I see airplanes landing. Right. Let's see if we can find a sign over here that tells us which way to go. All right. All right, now we're over the bridge and we want to go the Montour Trail, but there's no sign. So you get over this bridge, there's no sign telling you which way to go. Thing about it is, I kind of know which way to go. So we're going to turn right here on this truck route. And if this is a great big hill, I don't like to go fast, so, and my brakes work good, but they don't work real good on really steep hills. So we may have to do something creative to get down this hill. I may even walk down it. Oh no, I'm gonna take a look at it first. One cool thing about it is you can get over here and get off your bike. Ooh. Alrighty. So we're gonna go real slow down this hill. You heard me say a bunch of times. Thing about it is, if I let it get up fast at all, and then I won't be able to stop. So, you know, that's part of overweight bicycling, is that you go way too fast down hills. So you might want to consider that when you're on Ragbri. The last hill was so big, and I didn't know. Hang on a second. I didn't know what I was getting into. So I actually just, I'm a truck driver, so I do what truck drivers do on big hills. I started kind of like stabbing my brakes. I would go a ways, and then I would stop. All right, looks like we're at the bottom actually. So we're gonna have to wait for that train to get by. I say it's still going to be about 5 miles up there to the Montour Trail. I'm not sure. It's a long way, I know that. We got to go by another bridge. Let's see if we find another sign down here anywhere. This is pretty bumpy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Damn it, boy. Stop recording, you're out of battery. Wow. Let's see. Let's see what's going on there. Hey, that's the way it goes in the big city. So we're down to right here, and there is no sign telling you how to get to the Montour Trail. So they've only got a few signs up, and you're totally lost. You're only dependent on if you know what to do, or if, you know, if your Garmin is, I don't have my Garmin hooked up, or if your phone is telling you. But we got to ride down this silly road right here. And it's going to be busy. And that's okay. Because I know for a fact, this is how you get to the Montour Trail. No question about it. Now this is the kind of road that would be a good road to, you know, get flat. I can tell you that. You don't want to get over there on the road because you're just going to be like mega in the way. Yeah, we're going 15. Tell you what, faster the better right through here as far as I'm concerned. Oops. Wow, look at all those cranes. I love cranes. Oh God, they are so rad. I need to be paying more attention to these bumps. say, it seems like some of that traffic calmed down a little bit. I've been through that tunnel right there before. One time me and Charlene was trying to figure out how to get to the Montour Trail, and we turned left when we went over the bridge. And we finally got down to this road, but we had to go down to the tunnel. And there was a whole street somewhere around here, and I don't know the name of it, but there used to be a whole street of abandoned houses. I think a company bought them all, and they laid on that street for like 50 years or something before they hauled them all off. There's another opening that goes underneath the railroad tracks right there, but it looked just like a walkway. People are being pretty nice, I have to admit. And I hope this turns green before I get there. All right. Ooh, doggy. So I'm too fat and lazy to stop. Somebody will probably turn and nail my ass. Oops. This is a family channel. Another hole. All right. Yeah, I think this is going to be my pace next weekend for the most part. When I'm doing that 110 miles or whatever it's going to be. Which I think is going to be about 110. Yeah, I'm going to be measuring that ride next weekend for sure. 13 to 15 is going to be my pace. We're doing 16 right now. So we've done all that riding, basically all of it in the high setting. When we took off, it said 22 miles. So I've pedaled this thing enough I've assisted it enough that we're still at 20 miles. And I know that we've rode, you know, we probably rode about 15 miles so far. Truck coming, and thank goodness the car didn't decide to pass me while I was. I'll tell you what, after next weekend, I don't think I'll be riding on the road a whole lot more. That's going to be my first century ride, my first 100-mile ride. I hope I'm successful. So we got to come to another bridge. And then a little bit past that bridge, a mile or so past that bridge is where the Montour Trail treadhead. The Montour trailhead is. Now I don't know what they call the trailhead on this end or the other end. So we'll find out when we get there. No big deal. And there ain't no shoulder right here. You're just at the mercy of the traffic. No sane person would want to ride on this. I was trying to see if I could see that bridge up there. But yeah, I don't see it yet. Yes. I think that bridge is still over a mile away. Yeah, we're going down a hill. Yeah, this is kind of tight right here. That was really nice. That was a lady with a family right there. She really slowed down for me. It was really nice of her. Oh yeah, there's the other bridge. Look at all that industrial stuff. Wow, coal, bridge, looks like a power plant. I do remember coming through this little town right here. I sure do. I'm gonna try to get over here without getting hit. Bam! I think it's time for a drink. Park right over here in the shade. Oh yeah. I bet there's even a chair over here. Yep, right there. All right, I drank some pineapple juice, a whole a 20 ounce of water, changed some batteries. Now we're gonna go back out here with the animals. And all right, we're leaving the gas station and climbing this big hill and getting back out here with the traffic. Fun, fun, fun. I asked that guy in the store if he sees many bikes come through here. He couldn't even speak English. That's okay. He's got the money to buy the store. He can do whatever he wants. I suspect he came over from India last week. And those guys are always really nice. From what I gathered, what he said was basically that I was too big to be riding a bicycle. That he didn't believe I was on one, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what he meant. It don't matter, he was nice. And you don't see too many 350-pound guys out on a bicycle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Vern? Yep. It's gonna be kind of rough right here. It's always rough when you're getting past. You ever notice that? Gear up a little bit. Well, I think we're going to be the Montour Trail in 10 or 15 minutes. I think we're going to pull through a little town. We're going to ride through a little town, and we'll go about a mile further, and we'll pull up to the Montour Trail. There's the next bridge. All right, looks like we're going to need to get over here. Obviously. Got a lot going on. A lot going on right there. No question about it. I don't really want to get up on that sidewalk. Yeah, I wonder if it's rider friendly to go across that bridge. We'll take a look. I'm guessing this right here is one really busy intersection. Yeah, there's a rider sidewalk on that bridge. That's cool. Or a walker, you know, if you want to walk, ride, whatever you're up to. Miss Vicky's Palace. Cox brakes and alignment. That sounds interesting. Yeah, I remember driving through this little town to get to the Montour Trail. I was in my car, you know. Like I said, it took a while to figure out how to find it. Oh, there's a sign. Look at there. Montour Trail, this way. That's the first sign we've seen since we got before. You know, the last sign we seen was on the other side of that bridge. And that's crazy, ain't it? Yeah. It's really crazy. Just crazy. Oh my Lord, a hill. A little bit of free energy. How sweet. Well, I don't think we're going to be riding across that. Oh, we're here. Woohoo! Hot dog. We're at the Montour Trailhead. I see it. Wow. Look at that. Montour Trailhead. Oh man, that is so cool. We made it. Yep. So we found the Montour Trailhead from the Allegheny Passage. Isn't that great? Welcome to the Montour Trail. Let's see what this thing, look at that. I love wheelchair porta potties, wheelchair accessible. You know, I can almost make an apartment in one of them. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay. We are right here. The video coming over from Mckeesport over here to Clairton, Pennsylvania, to the trailhead of the Montour Trail. And if you go to some of my other videos, I'm going to ride the Montour Trail up to where the trail kind of begins again. You ride a little bit, then it's all road for like 5 or 6 miles, and then you finally make it to the trail part again. And that's where I'm going to ride to. And then I'm going to turn around and come back and make a video that way also. A lot of people get lost going this way, so check out my other videos. I'm making a lot of how to get through place videos now these days. I live in Weirton, which is just about 25 miles from Pittsburgh. And, you know, just, if you want to know how to get through some places on the Allegheny Pass, you're going to ride the Allegheny Pass, you know, you will enjoy our videos. If you look, hey, you can see me. Yeah, I just put that camera on this helmet, and as you can see right there, it has one 440 bolt help holding it on with 2-sided tape. And then the foam right underneath there, there's a piece of foam that wasn't touching my head. So I drilled the 440 hole. Then I took a 3/8 bit and I honed the foam out so I could put a 440 bolt with a washer under it. And actually I drilled from here first. I know you're not supposed to drill in a helmet, but I don't want I can't get nothing to stick on there. So I don't want my camera to fall off. And it's one little hole. And I just started wearing a helmet. So, you know. And I'm having a really good time. Yeah, this is way better than Type 2 fun. Okay, this should be pretty interesting.